Anyway, ignore my bonnet, my nigga. I just got out of the shower. Anyway, so we got Lil Rodney's son has burned every bridge.
Probably the biggest crash out I've seen on the internet. There's so many clips and so many perspectives. Now I'm gonna just give y'all the beginning of the beef, and hopefully over the course of the next few days, I'll drop more videos adding on to everything.
Oh, hold on. Y'all fuck with the headphones? My nigga, I just got some brand new headphones, by the way.
But if you really want to make a long story short, stop crashing out online. Even if you have problems, why would you showcase weakness or any feelings like this to the internet? We all know the World Wide Web is the Wild West and can be dangerous at times. So bro, just chill. But if you don't know who Reggie is, he got famous from the...
Alright, so before we even hop into this, I think from my understanding is that like Reggie was beefing with DDG because DDG brought up a situation where Rodney had essentially brought a chick on stream, and I guess it was vague of whether they were or wasn't in a relationship, and then I guess one thing led to another, and they kicked her off. And the reason why they kicked her off was because of the fact that Reggie found out that the chick used the opportunity to get on his stream to promote some Bitcoin scam. My nigga, in my opinion, before we even continue with what I was about to say, you're dumb if you trust a content creator with Bitcoin currency. Like, why would you trust somebody who has no knowledge of cryptocurrency to do cryptocurrency? Ain't that just obvious? But anyway, that's neither there nor there. Anyway, that led to another, so they kicked her off, and she used it as a way to promote scams. So DDG called it out because everyone's blaming Reggie, because obviously, like, if you're the one who brought her on, to everybody else that looked like you got your audience scammed. In my opinion, though, I don't think it's his fault necessarily, because how is he supposed to know this person is a piece of shit? Like, is obviously a greedy person. So I guess they had a back and forth, and I guess Rodney replied with, well, you know, I didn't talk about your baby mama, and I didn't talk about you talking about your baby mama or whatever, so why are you dragging me into it? And I guess that led one thing to another, and now DDG is beefing with Lil Rodney over the internet with his passed away father on his phone, and like, this shit's so corny, my nigga. This shit's so corny.
Real quick, yeah. Why niggas keep talking about you going around?
This the nigga you beefing with? My fault, OG.
You Lil Rodney, son?
Yes, I'm Lil Rodney, son.
You talking about Rodney with the fat butt?
Yo, why is you playing at me, yo?
My fault, OG.
No, ain't no my fault.
Like,
for what?
Don't kick them bitches out, yo.
For what?
No, matter of fact, I'm ready to go get Lil Travis on your... Nah, he threw them hard. He ready to come up here.
Like, bro, this whole beef sounds stupid.
Reason, he became Lil Rodney's son, but I specifically remember the Kai Cenat Batman marathon being where Reggie really got his footing into being a streamer.
Right?
What the?
That's the way you know that's gonna be damn near impossible.
Nah, I was practicing. I thought I had it in me. I ain't got it in me.
That was a really big thing, and it spawned various clips. Y'all know I don't really mess with Coco Melon Cenat, but the excellence was undeniable, and I found myself laughing at Reggie. I'm not even gonna lie. But like I said, this shot him into stardom, and he entered the Kai Cenat multiverse. He gained a nice little following, and stuff was looking up for him. That was until he went to streamer prom with this shorty named Raya.
Bro, zoom the camera in something, man. And like, close your legs type shit. Like,
ain't nothing showing.
Still though.
I got this thing tucked in there.
What does she mean by that?
No, still though.
My bad.
And the stuff was looking good, you feel me? That was until she did the freaking Cash App scam stuff. And if you don't know, a lot of black content creators do this Cash App scam promo thing. That sounds crazy, but if you look at any 20v1 video or just black YouTube content in general,
hey, I got it wrong, but at least it's like, it's still, my opinion is still the same, my nigga. Why are you trusting a content creator that has no knowledge of the shit just to invest in some shit? Like, stop giving niggas money when you don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Like,
for some reason, you will see niggas promoting that BS. And Reggie Shorty was on the same timing, so you know what he did? He went on live.
Bro, if a content creator was like, oh yeah, invest in some Ethereum and you know, I'll teach you how to use Ethereum and blah blah blah. Okay, that's different, because at least they probably at least have some knowledge of what they're talking about. Maybe they might release a video going into detail before I make the investment. You trusting a nigga that's like, hey, you see this Cash App? Cash App for some odd reason is giving you free money. Use this code for blah blah blah. Nigga, Cash App is not giving you free money. Why would the app that's used to hold money give you free money? Why would they give everybody free money? And if they did, wouldn't everybody be doing it already?
And disavowed it.
And with
Dumb
Lil
nigga,
bro,
like,
he just deposited 35,000 in you lying on? Come on, man,
you
like,
lock
look,
in,
man,
my nigga. Like,
I'm off her. She moving too loose. He did the 35,000 in your account. I'm off her. I'm single, Chad. I can't. Come on, we can't be doing that. I'm never posting a nigga deposited 35,000 in my. I don't give a how much money a nigga give me. I'm not posting that.
for real.
A nigga gotta give me $1 million to scam
Like, bro,
my fans, bro. I'm not.
I be hating that bullshit. Like, every time I stream, and sometimes I be in the stream just chilling, and there be a random nigga that always comes into my chat talking about some, use this code to use bot viewers. Why the fuck would I want to stream with bot viewers? Why would I want to have a bunch of robots repeating bullshit and not actually watching, my nigga? Like, and why would anybody come in my stream and be like, damn, there's this random link in his chat, I should go click it? You think everybody's dumb, my nigga? No one's clicking that bullshit. Get the fuck out of my chat, dumb nigga.
Scamming my niggas for no bull.
Like,
Reggie
fuck
ended
up outta
cutting
here.
her
Fuck
off,
wrong
which
with
at
him.
first I thought he was doing too much, because if you actually do your research, both Reggie and Raya were acting like they still wanted each other. But because of the current events and how everything's escalated, this shorty is a weirdo and a clout chaser. I mean,
real,
this is
she
some
is.
of the like nastiest stuff I've seen. And definitely in a follow-up, we can analyze some.
Anyway, what did it say?
Some of the.
Never spoke on it, but this is her accepting DDG's offer to be taken out on shopping. She's being used and she can't even see it.
Like nastiest stuff I've seen.
And it's also corny as fuck, because why is DDG getting involved? Everyone can see she's a piece of shit. Why is DDG getting involved? And that's why I don't also get about the beef.
And definitely in a follow-up,
I can't advocate for DDG because he's crashing out over people not liking his music, which is corny already.
DDG's
You're
a
a
rapper.
music artist.
Reggie
Accept
is not.
criticism.
He said he would make a song better than DDG. I love the confidence, but I'm gonna keep it real every time. DDG gonna dog his ass.
And, honestly,
And number two, why are you getting with this clout chasing ass bitch who clearly just wants to use streamers to pull Cash App scams? What are you doing, DDG? Lock in. Now, I'm not gonna bring up bro baby mama situation and all that shit. That has nothing to do with the situation. DDG, you're just moving dumb as an adult. And that's just saying a lot about your character, my nigga. You're not making your situation any better. That's all I'm just gonna say.
It's weird. I know y'all wasn't together.
Like, that
but
shit's
y'all did
corny.
have
Let's
something
not.
going on. Y'all had
Let's
all
leave
these
all
cutesy
personal
clips.
details
And
out of
for
the
you to
way.
do this, that don't sit
Real
right with my
shit.
spirit. You feel me? But back to what Reggie was saying, he made a lot of sense. He didn't want someone he kept around him to be scamming their fans and his fans. And keep in mind, he made this public. He technically didn't have to publicly disavow her. He could have hit her up privately and kept it to himself, but doing it.
And I argue, ain't it dumb to suggest that Rodney would bring somebody on his stream to scam his own fans and her own fans? What does he get out of that? And it doesn't sound like he paid her to come on his stream. So why would he pay for his own destruction? That's just stupid.
It publicly like he did, opened up this situation to the
Like,
opinions of others, which is why
or
this
am I
situation has escalated
tweaking?
way more than I ever expected. But before we get into some of the actual like escalating things and how he's been dissing people, let's just talk about Raya's response.
I
Okay.
had to work. I had to work 9 to 5. I had to wake up early mornings, late nights, and hustle just like everybody the fuck else. And when times got hard and I ain't had that shit, I had to go get that shit.
Boo!
I had to go get that shit.
Nah, I'm just playing. I'm just
Just like every
playing.
other regular motherfucker.
I got your stupid ass.
So don't come on this bitch dragging me and sending me death threats and hate comments, because if y'all was in my position, y'all would do the same fucking shit. Now I apologize if I made anybody feel like I was trying to tarnish their image or any fucking thing. But like I said, I'm a regular fucking person.
And I understand completely, but it's just morals. Clearly, she's not that deep in the trenches if one of the biggest
So-
streamers right now is her man, and he's willing to help her build. So that's just so.
My thing is that if that's the case and she felt that way, why would you go on other people's stream and try to promote some shit they didn't give you permission to? Why are you scamming people's audiences? Why are you causing beefs between content creators and getting them dragged into bullshit they don't want to be involved in? Like, you're not sincere. And she's talking about a job application. Like, my nigga, you're scamming your audience. You clearly don't have a job application. Like you're not doing no work. I doubt it, because it's like, my nigga, scamming is not a job. I'm just saying, like,
so dumb. And that's why Reggie cut it, because you're doing low vibrational stuff when you have a way out. Like, I understand it's a very nuanced topic. It's not black and white. I do understand why she did it, but that doesn't make it any less wrong. Now, the death threats, though, that's unacceptable. But once again,
that's unacceptable. That's OD.
Wild West,
that's OD,
we
bro.
call the internet. Reggie could have handled it privately, and honestly, judging how everything went down, he really should have. And if people brought it up after he handled it privately, he could have easily said something along the lines of, the situation was handled, she won't be doing it again, and that could have easily kept the public opinion to a minimum. But I can't blame Reggie.
I
for
argue
doing
it wouldn't have, though,
in the bud.
because you know how people on the internet can be.
And she did post the scam.
They don't give a fuck about none of that.
It was
all they
online,
know is that she made us lose money and blah 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 blah.
He gave it a dedicated space, so other people were bound to react to the situation, and one of those people was DDG. And here's what he had to say.
Posted Cash App scams. She got paid for a promo. What's wrong with that? Hey, bro, I have no comment on that. If you dumb enough to click on the damn link and say, hey, bro, you give me $30, I give you $3 million back. That's your dumb ass.
And see, this is where DDG fucked up, bro. Like, if you was like, hey, I'm not even gonna comment on that, move on. Like, you could have just moved on and moved on to a different subject, play some games or whatever, chilled out, maybe talk about, oh, I don't know, like, hey, I'm about to do a movie or something. Hey, I'm about to make a new video for my music. Promote your music, do something else. You're leaning into it, DDG, and this is where it's fucked up. I can't advocate for this nigga, because it's like, how can, like, at first I'm like, okay, I kind of understand, because now you're bringing up my music and my baby moms and all types of shit, all my personal business. I gotta cook you on types of shit. The dead father shit, that's OD. That's OD as fuck. Because if it was any other person, DDG, you would have been gone. Like, I'm just saying, no offense, but it's just like, this whole thing is just corny, man.
Ass fuck, nigga. Like, what ain't smart? I'm just saying, bro. Like, if you dumb enough to click on the damn link that said, I be seeing them shits too. Tap in, bro. Credit card.
Exactly.
Boom, you give me $100, I give you 1,000 back. Nigga, where the does that logic come from?
I only agree with DDG if you take the viewer's perspective. If my friend were to fall for some Cash App scam, I'm clowning him. But as a creator myself,
for real,
I'm not doing
like, that's what I said. Just said, like, if you fall for that shit, you gotta be the dumbest nigga on earth. But it's like, logically speaking, the way DDG said it is just so dumb, because it's just like, my nigga, like, if you're not gonna talk about it, don't talk about it. But if you are gonna talk about it, at least be smart about it. Like, here's the thing, we obviously know any audience member who falls for it is stupid, but don't make it sound like this was like Reggie's fault when it wasn't. And I'm not like glazing Reggie or whatever, okay, before anyone like starts jumping that conclusion. I don't even watch the dude. All I know is that he was on Kai Cenat's stream and he did the My Fault OG meme. Like, that was just it. That's literally all the information I have.
Nah, it really
I'm just looking at
changes
this
when
from
you're the
this video's
person promoting
perspective.
it. Now, you guys as my audience, if you were to see another person fall for it, feel free to clown them. But when you're a creator, I think that definitely changes it. That's a scam. Even if you know it's dumb and you know it's obvious, Reggie himself said it best. At least one person is gonna fall for that. And as the person posting it, you have to be mindful. And that's just DDG showing his lack of morals and minimizing the scam to is just paid promo. It's not just paid promo. This ain't a VPN ad, it's a literal scam, bruh. Then Lil Rodney seen the clip and he had some words for DDG.
She posted Cash App scams.
Okay, and this is probably where the beef started.
Mind your business, bro. Mind your business, gang. Focus on that trash ass music, my nigga. Mind your business. Nigga say anything. Mind your business. It's not even your beef. Mind your business, gang. You 40 years old, my nigga. Mind your business. I never heard a nigga say cut on that new DDG.
Now, see, I don't blame my nigga Lil Rodney for even having that reaction, because it's just like, you say you was not gonna talk about it, DDG. Then you decided to talk about it. Then you make it sound like it's this nigga fault. And then, so it's like, mind your business. Why is everyone just jumping in and giving their 2 cents? That's the only issue.
I never heard a nigga say cut on that new DDG. I never heard a nigga say that. Mind your business, bro.
And DDG need to stop falling for this bait, bro. If niggas don't like your music, who the fuck cares? You have probably, if there's one nigga out there that don't like your music, there's 5 other people who probably do. Go promote your shit, make improvements to it. I don't know, like, I'm not the artist in your position, my nigga. So it's like I make music, but I don't try to hate on every other nigga that might listen to it and be like, oh, that shit's trash. Okay, cool. And I move on about my day. Who gives a fuck? It's just like if a nigga joins your lobby and you're playing by yourself, my nigga, and he just leaves immediately, I'm not gonna make a big deal and blow up half of the world over it. Like, my nigga, who gives a fuck? I'm enjoying the game because I play in the game. So if you want to rap, nigga, rap. So why are you worried about everybody else, forcing everybody else to like your music? And if you don't, you're gonna crash out.
I'm not gonna lie, bro, this was the worst response I've ever seen.
You see how it made no sense?
To give him the benefit of the doubt, maybe it's the fact that DDG was complicit in the scamming part, and Reggie didn't know how to perfectly articulate that, so instead, he went for DDG's personal stuff. But even despite the fact that I don't like DDG myself, I don't agree with the reaction. Now, had Reggie said,
I don't
hey,
either,
bro, you're
but
tweaking,
it's still, the whole beef is so
people,
stupid as
she's
shit.
my girl, so that's unacceptable, I would have been like, alright, but he went straight to cooking a nigga, which ended up being the catalyst to the beef, because DDG responded back in an equally weird way.
All I said was, if you dumb enough to click on the damn link when a nigga say you get money, like you get money, you send me this and that, then you get $1 million back. It is what it is. And then I was on your side afterwards. So I just say this, Reggie. I'm not the nigga you want to do this with. I don't give a fuck if niggas saying you trolling, whatever. I don't play like that. I'm not the nigga you want to do this with. Cause I'ma keep going, bro. Like, I don't want to do it with you. You feel me? So just don't speak on it no more.
You can see he's just desensitized to the Cash App scams because he reduces it to, it's just paid promo. It's not just paid promo, it's a scam, dude. Why are you saying that? And I blame the internet for giving DDG a god complex because, oh my goodness, he sounds so corny. Talking about, he not the one. Dude, it's just the internet. Like, okay, he this.
Like, you see what I mean, bro? Like, you fall for this bait every time. He fell for it with Bruce. I believe he thought Rage at some point said his music sucked and got mad at Rage. He got mad at Playboy Max. And now he got mad at fucking Little Rodney. How many times you gonna get fucking mad at this bait, my nigga? And then you gonna fall for the same shit over and over. If every nigga say your music sucks, then what's the issue? Who gives a fuck? Keep making music if you like making music, my nigga. I just showed you 4 examples of 4 niggas you crashed out over where you either suspected they didn't like your music or they straight out said it because it's their opinion and you got mad about it.
Your music, which in past videos
like this shit be making me annoyed.
Insecure about it, but DDG, this stuff really don't matter that much. I do agree that Reggie's reaction wasn't right, but only because he didn't straight up say, hey DDG, why are you defending scamming your audience? Like, that's weird, that's immoral. And don't get me wrong, I'm not bumping DDG's music myself, but that was not the right time to bring that up. Reggie should have been addressing the fact that DDG didn't care about the scams. He really should have just addressed that instead. And I also feel like the beef would have escalated had he not dissed DDG's music, because
I'm sorry for pausing so many times, but it just got me slightly annoyed. I feel like this is the result of the fact that Lil Rodney is still somewhat little young. I'm not sure how old the nigga is. Like, how old is Lil Rodney, my nigga? Alright, so from what I could find, he's basically kind of like 21 to 20.
Clearly DDG feels very strongly about what he puts
and DDG
out, which,
probably like
okay,
my
enough.
age, 25 or older, whatever. Like,
in all honesty, I feel like niggas gotta understand, bro. Some things just be like, gang, you a grown ass man.
Like, come on,
why
man.
you even worried about another man relationship? This is principle of situation. If your girl cheated on you, I'm not getting on here saying, oh my god, do y'all know that DDG and his girl got into a, I'm not doing that. So it's really just principle. But I also didn't have to say your music was ass. But you know what I'm saying? I did have to add a little bit of seasoning on the top because, hey, as a grown man though, sometimes you do gotta mind your business. I'm not gonna lie.
I understand why he keeps saying mind your business, but dude.
I understand, but we can chalk it up to maybe real Rodney's son is just immature and slightly stupid. But that's neither there nor there. Like at the end of the day, it's still corny nonetheless. Because why are niggas beefing over the internet over something that has neither near to do with neither of them? This is all about the chick. Lock in. Both of y'all niggas need to lock in for real. This is about the chick. She's the one who did the Cash App scam. She came on the stream to start some bullshit and cause it between you two. Y'all should make up and dogpile on her ass. Get her out of here. Pack her up and get her banned. Because immediately, why is she still able to be on the internet?
Dude, you don't
Lock
post
in.
things and ask people to
Niggas
mind
is
your
just
business.
losing
Niggas
the
will
plot
always have
and then
opinions.
arguing.
Every time you post, you agree to opening yourself up to the court of public opinions. So you can't keep spamming that. All this does is make you look soft. All this does is make niggas call you tender. All this does is just reflect poorly on you because you can't take a little bit of the heat. You had a public relationship. No, we're not gonna mind our business, nigga. This is content. You feel me? And that's just a sad reality of it. Honestly, that in and of itself is a little dystopian, but I'm not even gonna preach. My bad. But Reggie started crashing out even worse and somehow brought Max into the equation.
But my thing is, even with DDG, like DDG actually do numbers. So a nigga, even if a nigga say DDG is ass, a nigga can't say that he's the worst rapper. You feel me? DDG way over Max. No cap. Just for me to add a couple other niggas in the beef.
And this is where Reggie officially lost me. I understand you're upset about losing your girl. That's fine.
I ain't even see
I
this part.
understand
This is
that she's
stupid
scamming
now.
People. It was good that
All
she
together,
disavowed that.
everybody
But now
involved,
Reggie's just trying to start stuff with everybody and bringing random people into it. It's corny and it's not befitting of a grown man. If you watch these clips, you see these guys talk about being grown and moving like they're mature. But all of this just feels very immature. If Reggie wanted people to mind their business, he should have had a grown discussion with Raya.
Like, why you say fuck me
about
for?
morality and about how, as a couple, then moving forward,
Bro.
if she's gonna be with him, she needs to move smarter. But he put that on the internet, and now this is what's happening. It makes it worse though, because he ended up going full bridge burn mode.
He said stop burning bridges. Cut bridge, let it burn. I know how to swim on any nigga. Only bridge I'm not burning is with my nigga KC3, the biggest. Shout out to Big Bro.
That's
only nigga I
major
ain't doing it.
glazing.
Any other nigga, you ain't Clover, you not GG. Ain't gonna lie.
And to an extent, he's kind of right. Like, he doesn't really need all these niggas around him. And if his Kai Cenat stemmy still hidden, he's good. If his homie is the biggest streamer on the planet, why would he need to care about beefing with DDG or his brother or FaZe? However, if you've noticed, none of them have come to his defense. Kai, Ray, Rakai, none of the Clover boys or the AMP guys have come to Reggie's defense. All he
Because
has
they
right
know
now
he-
is his homeboy
because
Craig
they know
from
this situation's
Baltimore and a
stupid.
rapper who turned around and dissed them.
And he probably wanted them niggas like children. And he probably wanted them niggas, I feel it. He already said, hell no. His bitch had left, she said he was tripping at prom, she dissed him.
I don't care what you say, but joking about your man's liking minors and how a shorty left him on the internet when all this beef is happening is crazy. But look, I'm gonna come back and drop another video at it.
I'm sorry?
Okay.
He already said, hell no. And he probably wanted them niggas, I feel it. He already said, hell no. His bitch had left, she said he was tripping at prom, she dissed him.
I don't care what you say, but joking about your man's liking minors and how a shorty left him on the internet when all this beef is happening is crazy. But look, I'm gonna come back and drop another
Niggas
video
is
adding to the
unreal, bro.
situation. I wanna keep this as concise as possible, so be on the lookout for
Man.
part 2, where we go more into the beefs, more into the back and forth, and we're gonna have to address Riot. I'm not gonna lie, because that stuff.
That should have been the second section of the video, gang. Anyway, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, share, and subscribe, my nigga. And, like, I'll see you on the next video. Peace.